The next presentation is to be given by our dear guest today, Professor Gerry Gilmore FRS, Chair of the Summer Science Committee, the Royal Society, London, UK. Good day to you and kindly welcome.
Thank you and good morning to you and to everybody. Will you control the slides at your end?
They're saying no, that
okay, I'll do it. Yep.
You should do it, yes.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Right, can you see that? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
You can, good, okay. Right, I shall begin then. So good morning everybody and welcome. I am Gerry Gilmore, one of the Fellows of the Royal Society, which is the United Kingdom's independent scientific academy. It has a very global, large and global organisation, but headquartered in the United Kingdom, and is long established, as you can see on the screen. Our mission is to recognise, promote and support excellence, but also to encourage and develop the use of science. So it's not purely basic science, it's really applied science as well. And so the Society's goals are promoting excellence, supporting international scientific collaboration, and demonstrating the importance of science. So the international scientific collaboration is a major part of what we do and involves grants and funding and coordinated work across the whole globe, but particularly across Europe. Excuse me. And part of that is simply because science is and always has been global. There's no other way to imagine working successfully at the frontiers of knowledge. And so the Royal Society works with a large number of international partners. And we want to continue doing this. And in particular, to continue to be a core part with the UK, to be a core part of European science. And so the UK's association to Horizon Europe is critical, not just important, it's a critical part of this. And so we hope to see that concluded very soon. But a large part of what we do, and my role in the Society, is to see public engagement embedded into the research life cycle. And so the Society supports a very large number of young research fellows and prestigious fellowships, and integrated as part of that research funding is an expectation that all of these people will engage with the public and promote what they're doing, and makes the public, the society at large, aware of what science is, how it works, and how it is important. And so to demonstrate this, there are a large number of international prizes, both for non-scientists, so both adult and children's science books, most of which are written by professional authors rather than by scientists, but some are, but also funding for researchers and for international meetings, large number of international meetings. And all of this is detailed on the website. It's one of those rare websites that's actually worth looking at, if you don't mind my saying that. But our big summer event, the big flagship event, is our annual Summer Science Exhibition. And this is held at the Society's headquarters in physical buildings in central London, always for a week-long event in July. And although the building's not huge, we typically get, and we average 13,000 people actually physically coming through the building during that week. These people will see typically 20 exhibitions of cutting-edge research presented by the people who do the research, and that's the key. So the scientists themselves are there explaining their work to the public. And it's in the last couple of years through COVID, we've had well over 100,000 people online as we switch to online, and larger numbers for some particular events as well. And that's happily very global, so that takes the link from just London to worldwide, and that's a very big plus. Now, the Summer Science exhibitions have been going for a long time. So you see up the top left there how they started. It used to be for the fellows and their families, where again, right from the start, Isaac Newton used to do this, demonstrate their own research to the public or to each other and to the interested public. And being in the heart of London, also to policymakers and government influencers. And that's evolved to what you see now down on the bottom right, which is still formal in a couple of evenings, black tie evenings, where the society's guests come along and again, large numbers of policymakers, industrial leaders and so on. But during the day, it's packed full of the public school kids by the thousands, and it's lovely to see. And so we're really delighted to be part of this European Science Festival and showcase some of the content that people developed over the last 2 years for our virtual society, online society, with a little bit of extra effort as well. And so the things that are being presented this time, there are 4 examples of science from our Summer Science Festival: the bee trail, body parts, fusion, and Picasso pottery and plants. This just illustrate a sample of the very wide range of exciting things that get presented in the exhibitions, but also 2 other examples of the way in which we interact with the public. And these are 2 interviews with Venki Ramakrishnan and Sir Paul Nurse, both of whom were recent presidents of the Royal Society. And both Venki and Paul have Nobel Prizes for their work in human genetics. But they're, as well as being outstanding scientists, they are also outstanding communicators. And so this is a major part of the society's role, is to broaden the awareness across society. And of course, we've all seen recently with COVID the critical importance of science in policy making and public's appreciation and awareness of that. And this is part of the way we do it. So these interviews with Venki and Paul Nurse are examples of how the society projects itself to the society broader and at large. And down the bottom there, I've just got 2 examples of what these, what it's really like from an exhibition that I was the lead on from one of my projects called Gaia. And you see on the left, during the day, crowds of interested school children come along and they talk to the scientists who actually are doing the original work. And it's tremendously stimulating and exciting experience to be able to interact with people like that, see little kids' faces light up and see their adults, their parents and their school teachers getting excited and interested and going away and learning what happens. But also on the right-hand side, you can see the slightly more formal evenings, which are the soirees, the successors to the conversazione. And this is for the fellows and the society's guests, which are not only those who have contributed to the society, but also policymakers and influencers and leaders of industry and so on. So these events are hugely successful, and we hope that through the European Science Festival, that many more people will be able to enjoy the materials that are available, to see some of the content, but which is, remember the key part, this is the researchers explaining original research. And so it's the people who have done it talking about what they've actually done. And this is the special feature of the Summer Science exhibition. And so we hope you will find these not only interesting, but intellectually stimulating and educational and fun. Thank you very much.